Wij hebben de standbeelden hun opdrachten uitgevoerd. Wat betekent dat wij nu naar de overkant kunnen lopen. Sneak to the island. Oh nee, dat kon niet. Daar zijn we geweest.
Nee, dat kon niet.
Daar was een monster.
Ja.
Wat moesten we ook weer doen voor dat monster?
Oh, daar hadden we een op. Die moesten voor die muis iets wat niet kon.
Ja.
Ook, dat we zeiden van dat kan niet. Wat was het ook alweer?
Ik ga even terug.
Ja, doe maar. Nee, hij wilde iets hebben.
Now I know what awaits me there. Maybe I can find a place to hide while I suss out the situation. Or maybe I can even go to get Remi without being noticed.
Want Remi zat in die muizenval. Oh, kijk.
Oh, nu kunnen we kijken.
Ah.
Wat wilde die nou toch?
En we kunnen met die spiegels draaien. Hij wilde die toverstok terug, die magische toverstok.
Oh, ja.
Maar wij gaan nu wat anders bedenken, die van bovenaf.
I think this was once a mirror, just like the one over there. I'm not sure. Maybe the cultists required either sun or moonlight for certain rituals and used the mirrors to reflect it down.
Ik zie daar rechts ook een standbeeld van een soort Goomba. Zie je
The
dat?
mirror back there reflects the moonlight directly onto the mirror here.
Ik denk dat we deze spiegel moeten repareren.
Dat denk ik ook.
Ik heb een shrinking... Oh, hier, een strange pocket mirror heb ik.
Nou, wat een goed idee.
The hand mirror is of course much smaller than the mirror that was in there before, but it should be enough for a small beam of light.
Plop.
Ah. En nu?
En nu verblind ik hem.
Vindt hij
The
niet
light
lekker.
doesn't seem to bother him. He hasn't moved from the spot.
Oké.
The mirrors project the light on precisely the spot above which the ghost hovers. That could be useful. I won't move it.
Misschien moeten we iets doen met het licht.
Ja.
Om hem af te
Beam
leiden.
shrunk. I should.
Wat hebben we hier nog meer? Dat
That's
is een
probably the
machine.
strange machine that cultists wanted to use for things.
Things.
Doesn't look like it's been used recently.
Nee, wat is hier nog meer? Leave the temple? Nou, dat lijkt me niet.
The ghost called the wand the key. I wonder
Ah.
if this machine is the lock. No idea how far down it goes. The cellar master spoke of caves and crevices reaching hundreds, sometimes thousands of meters down into the ground.
Oh, inderdaad. Het kan maar zo heel diep zijn. Look at the ghost.
What a dreadful creature. The ghost lured Remi into a trap and now it's using me to get the magic wand. There's no negotiating with the ghost. It wants the wand and is willing to let Remi die for it. I can't let that happen.
Nee, we moeten ingrijpen. We weten nog niet hoe.
Oh, Remi. If I'd have gone with you, this never would have happened. Or if it had, I could have got help. Remi's very weak. He's in a lot of pain. Hang in there, old friend. I'll think of something. I have to expel the ghost somehow, or cast a spell over it. The god of story said the ghost never leaves the island. Maybe it can't. I'll just need a few minutes, then I can free Remi and get him to safety.
Misschien kunnen die
There's
geesten
no
ons wat
negotiating
vertellen,
with the
ja.
ghost. I can't let that happen.
Beetje klikken, cheap glockenspiel. Zie je nog meer aan te klikken? De overkant? Oh, dat is de light
The
beam.
beam of moonlight really emphasizes just how dark it is down here. Now the glow is directly beneath the ghost. Doesn't seem to bother it.
Nee, daar moeten we iets mee. En de rest hebben we allemaal al aangeklikt. Dus misschien kunnen we nu praten met deze goden.
Misschien weten zij wat er aan de hand is.
Precies. Of hoe we er wat aan
I
kunnen
was in
doen.
the temple and there's a terrifying
That's
ghost.
That's great. That gives it a little pep.
Pep.
A little pep? My friend is dying.
And you have only a short amount of time to save him. This is exciting, isn't it?
This is all just a game to you, isn't it? But rats are dying here. If something happens to Remi because you wouldn't help me, then... bugger this for a box of frogs. I don't have time to waste on you gods. I've problems to solve.
What's the matter with him?
Die vrouw, wil die wat zeggen?
I've had enough of gods. I have to take care of Remi.
Nee, die wil niks meer zeggen. Oké. Hier kan ik naar kijken. De statue.
Is this also a goddess?
Die hand die daar
that is
ligt.
an Amazon. They guarded our temples.
Didn't do a particularly good job of it, did they?
Oké. Ik zit even te denken. Hoe kunnen we dat spook daar wegkrijgen? Misschien kan Timmy iets voor ons betekenen.
Timmy?
Yeah?
I'm still looking for your uncle.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll find him soon.
Yeah, sure.
Laten we deze muis hoop geven.
If he knew his uncle was caught in a trap and badly injured, he'd be sick with worry. Or worse, he could march straight to the temple himself. I've got to get back.
You can do it.
Oké, meer is hier niet aanklikbaar. Is hier nog wat nieuws? Nee, we kunnen nog met Ivo praten eventueel. Misschien heeft zij iets mee kunnen.
Hi, Ethel.
Ooh, you always have this habit of creeping up on me.
I found Remi. He's injured.
Ooh,
Do you have anything like a healing potion?
I'll prepare one at once. Will take a while if it's to be a strong one.
Okay. Please do your best. And do you by any chance know anything about ghosts?
Oh, superstitious
Misschien weten die
nonsense.
zombievrienden van ons wel iets over
That isn't
geesten.
quite true. There's one down there.
Oh, temperature changes, fog, drafts, no ghosts.
Look, there's a ghost down there, and it's taken Remi prisoner.
Hallucination, suggestion, not real. Get Remi here, quick!
If you say so. You look after the healing potion then. I'll deal with the hallucination. I'll see what I can do for Remi.
Yes, quick!
Nou, dan gaan we nog even met Ivo praten. Misschien kan ze boven de grond nog wat vragen stellen. En zij kan ook de bibliotheek nu in, hè?
Klopt.
Ivo?
What?
Let op.
I found Remi in the temple. He's caught in a trap.
Is he okay?
I couldn't
No.
get through. A terrifying ghost is guarding him. And he really doesn't look good, Ivo.
We have to get him up here. Then I can take a look at his wounds.
But we have to get past the ghost.
Can't you cast a spell over it? You must know that.
I never looked into that. I always thought that was too scary.
Lekker hoor.
Oh, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, do that. I have to get going. Don't get caught.
Good luck. Keep your ears stiff.
Nou Ivo, jouw beurt.
I don't want to confuse them with my disguise. They'll end up thinking it's normal being spoken to in a friendly tone by strangers.
En dan zet je die muts af. Hier die feestneus nog op.
Hi, you two.
Vertel ons hoe wij spoken
hallo.
wegjagen.
I bet you know all about ghosts, don't you?
I used to share a flat with some.
Do you happen to know how to cast a spell on a ghost?
No idea. But I do know that ghosts don't stick to cleaning rosters, and they don't use doors, and that could really give you a terrible shock.
I've got to go now. Bye, you two.
Bye.
Nou, daar hebben we dus niks aan. Misschien Slof en Blauw.
Hello, Sloth. Blout.
Loopt een beetje vast.
Oké.
Ja, de kwaliteit is niet zo.
Ah, Princess Ivo.
Ik kan hem opnieuw delen.
Ja, doe maar.
I could do with knowing how to cast a spell on a ghost. Do you know anything about
Peter?
that?
I know. Very scared of ghosts.
As you know, one fears nothing more than the unknown. And if one knows nothing, one fears everything.
Ah,
Ghosts evil, steal Blout's socks, but always just left one.
Of course, it's always just our left socks that are missing. That's your side. I look after my socks.
So, what about ghost spells then?
I know you can keep ghosts at bay with
symbolen.
certain symbols.
Blout has protector amulet with symbols on.
nou Blauw, zeg het maar.
About the amulet.
Protect me from ghosts. Works good. Not attacked by ghosts
Goeie
so
truc.
far.
Could I borrow it, please?
No, then Blout unprotected.
The amulet depicts the magic circle but it's not magical. Blout got it from the bargain bin for 3 copper pieces.
It could still come in useful.
It's mine. Won't give.
I would try to persuade him.
Wat we moeten doen
Moet
is
even
waarschijnlijk...
naar mijn deurbel.
He's almost as scared of ghosts as he is of the young Van Buren.
Blout?
We moeten waarschijnlijk die necklace van Blout voor die spiegel houden.
I've got
Zodat die vormen
a stone, which
dan
protects you from the
komen
evil
bij
eye.
dat spook. En dat hij dan
Ever since
weggaat.
I've had it, I've not been hit by any curses.
Give you 5 gold pieces for it.
I don't want to sell the stone. I want to swap it for your amulet.
But Blout want to be protected from ghosts and evil eye.
Oké.
A life could depend on you giving me that amulet.
Blout's life depends on keeping it. Perhaps ghosts come tonight.
This isn't going to work.
Het werkt niet, nee.
Thanks for the chat.
You were like a beacon of light in the darkness
Misschien als ik
of night,
vermomd
princess.
ben. Ik kan doen alsof ik een handelaar ben. Nee, ze willen niet praten met een vreemdeling. Misschien moet ik hier iets vinden.
Right then. Bit of powder into the fire. Am I thinking of the right symbols?
Oh ja, welke waren het ook alweer? Ja.
Those appear to have been the right symbols.
Ja.
I think we've been discovered.
Hello? I'm not going to harm you. Wilbur told me of this library.
Wilbur! Is he well?
He disappeared suddenly.
He had to go underground. Supernatural forces now have the say in the school.
Ah, supernatural
We know
forces.
that. We looked through a crack in the door and saw that terrible woman and her daughter.
They didn't exactly look like intellectuals.
If the Van Burens discover this library, then you'll have to prepare yourself for a future of being coloured in with crayons. Don't worry, we won't let it come to that. However, to prevent it, I have to get into the staff room.
Then go. Courage stands at the beginning of a task and luck at the end.
Nou, wat kunnen we hier allemaal vinden? Op het bureau.
The workplace of a bookbinder, I think. I can practically still smell the troll snot.
Oh ja, daar zijn wij als Wilbur zijnde bezig geweest.
I've never been a big fan of hanging dead animals on the wall or laying them out on the floor. I'd much prefer them running around in a wood. It's a good thing the library can disguise itself.
Nou, inderdaad.
Riots and revolutions are all too often accompanied by burning books. Excuse me?
Wat weten zij over
Friend
geesten?
of the friend of books.
Hallo?
Can I
Hello.
cast a spell on a ghost?
I don't know. Are you some kind of ghost whisperer?
No?
So why ask me when you know you can't?
No. Can you tell me how to cast a spell on a ghost?
Ah, well that's completely different. We have several good books on grammar here.
Look, thank you, but I'm really just interested in casting a spell at the moment.
I know all about that.
Ah,
Excellent. So how do I do it? To be precise, I need to trap or render the ghost incapable of movement.
I think what you need is a magic circle.
dat denk ik ook. En ik weet
That's
ook al
a
hoe ik eraan moet
symbol
komen.
to draw onto the ground. Ghosts are incapable.
We moeten
of
dat amulet van
leaving
Blout
this
hebben.
circle, at least not for a while.
Aha.
Sounds good. Do these symbols get drawn with blood or salt or something of that sort?
Actually, most people use chalk. But I'm sure you could use blood as well, if that's what you're really into.
Kijk, we moeten dat
It's
amulet
not
van Blout,
really important how
denk
the
ik,
symbol
hangen voor die
falls
lamp.
to the ground.
Zodat die symbolen dan op de grond verschijnen.
It has to have exactly the same
Ja.
surface area, and a right-angled triangle must be placed into the circle.
Sounds like something out of a mathematics book.
Ha! Mathematics.
This is about science, not some kind of hocus pocus.
We moeten een cirkel, een vierkant en een driehoek hebben.
I have to go.
Bonne chance. What's that wonderful saying? Better to be an ignorant traveller than to be wise and to sit at home.
Ah.
Wait a minute. She is travelling and we are sitting here.
Even kijken.
Right then. Very
Ah, die troll is daar toch?
Ja.
Die troll staat naar die deur te kijken.
Hij sneaken. Ja.
Our idiot guard can't hear anything anymore.
Oh ja, hij was doof. Omdat we die pop daar hadden neergezet.
Klopt.
En we kunnen met die tablet kunnen we de deur in.
After you, headmaster.
469. 41.
Have a good evening, headmaster, madam.
Lekker hoor.
Well, my little one, have they been treating you well?
Ons
I'll get you out of
vliegende
here.
varkensbeest.
Just have to take care of something first.
Want wij moeten naar de desk. De fireplace kunnen we ook naar kijken nog.
Lots of papers, feather quills. This is interesting. A signet ring with the seal of the council leader. It's used to make laws and decrees official and
Kijk, daar hebben we wat aan.
That means that until the council leader discovers it, I can pretty much pass any new law that I want.
Moet ik dat item niet oprapen dan?
A new law.
Een new law. Ja, ik ga deze doen, want ik wil het amulet van blauw hebben.
By order of the council leader, with immediate effect, the wearing of magic protective amulets is forbidden.
Ik denk dat die oplossingsrichting wel goed is.
Ja. Just because. Whoever is caught with such an amulet will be punished with severe cuteness for at least 6 months.
Severe cuteness.
Right, with seal and everything.
Nou, meenemen. Laten we die aan blauw zien.
The jar's been fastened to the cupboard with heavy and presumably magic chains.
En daar zit de Archmage in, hè? Ah, de dop kan eraf.
Archmage Alistair, are you well? I can't understand you. Blink once for yes and twice for no. What does no blinks mean? Hang on, can frogs even blink? I think we'll need to sort this out later. I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, we nemen hem mee. Hey.
We hebben die kikker nu gewoon in onze broekzak.
Ja, Archmage Alistair.
Ja, lekker hoor.
Look at the junk.
I must admit, there was probably a time when I would have thought these sort of toys very exciting. But I was probably only 80 or 90 years old then.
80 jaar. Lekker hoor.
Elfe leeftijd, hè.
Very unlikely that a fire will be burning in that fireplace anytime soon. I wonder if all these transformations can be reversed when Wilbur finds a way of destroying the magic wand.
Ik hoop het.
Ja. We gaan het zien. Daar is ons vliegvarken.
I can't leave Buttercup behind.
Buttercup heet
She may
hij,
be a
ja.
creation of the little Van Buren, but she's my pink-coloured love-hearty hippogriff girl.
Oh.
She can come with me as soon as I've finished here. She can wait in the town.
Oh, we moeten eerst Wilbur gaan helpen. We gaan dat amulet van blauw chappen.
Okay, Buttercup. You have to be really quiet now. No, quiet. Okay, let's go.
Ah.
I said quietly, Buttercup. No, the troll was not your friend. He was trying to kill us. No, I'm pretty sure that he didn't just want to play when he started hacking at
We
us.
zijn in elk geval ontsnapt.
Be that as it may, Archmage Alistair is safe now.
Zo is het.
As soon as Wilbur has rescued Remi and knows how we can destroy the wand, we'll need to leave as quickly as possible. Morning's approaching, and in all probability this will be the day that we see the return of a very, very frustrated council leader.
En onze vervolgstap is het redden van Remi. En dat doen wij hier. Door te zeggen, Wilbur, ik heb een... oh nee, we moeten eerst naar het ding. Blauwt. Blauwter is een nieuwe wet.
I'm sorry to have to say this, but you are a criminal, Blout.
Blout not criminal. Blout stands here like good little ogre and sells strange things.
You're wearing an amulet, and that's against the law.
What it say?
By order of the Merchant Council leader, and with immediate effect, the wearing of magical protection is forbidden because... well, I don't need any reason, just because. Whoever is caught with such an item is to be punished with severe cutification for a minimum of 6 months.
Ja.
No! Blout don't want to be little girl with pigtails. Got to escape, love.
Well, perhaps you can ask the friendly law enforcement officer to turn a blind eye.
Who's eye blind?
What he means, Blout, is if you are really sorry about this and you can see you've made a mistake, then maybe the daughter of the council leader doesn't need to hear about it.
Sorry, very wrong.
I will, however, need to confiscate the amulet so that you won't be tempted to wear it in secret.
Confiscate. Take away.
Oh, sure.
Kijk, Blauw is een angsthaas.
Hij is een poesie.
You don't tell little girl, right? Blout want to stay. Blout.
Amulet with the magic symbols. Kijk, dan gaan we dat aan Wilbur geven. En dan kan Wilbur daarmee de archmage bevrijden, Remi bevrijden.
Wilbur?
Yes?
I've got an amulet for you. It shows the magic circle symbol.
Is it magic?
Not in the slightest. But it shows the symbol you have to draw on the ground underneath the ghost to trap him.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Lekker hoor.
Ik denk dat jouw projectietheorie wel juist gaat zijn.
Oh, dat denk ik ook. Dan gaan we heel snel achterkomen. Projectietheorie, goed woord.
Ja.
Kijk, dan zeggen wij projectietheorie.
If I put the medallion on the mirror, then the shadow might...
Lekker hoor.
It works! Yes! The ghost can't leave the magic circle. I have to get to Remi, quick.
Nu is hij gevangen.
Kom Remi, we redden jou.
Lekker hoor.
Remi!
Good idea, using the magic circle, Wilbur. But it won't hold him off for long.
Okay, but we gotta get out of here, quick.
No.
Onze muisvriend redden. Oh
No?
no.
It's too late, Wilbur. The trap is probably the only thing holding me together.
Wat?
Wat?
Oké.
Come on, Remi. Don't give up. Timmy needs you. Pull yourself together.
We moeten magie gebruiken.
I'd leave him on his own if there was another way. For Timmy's sake, let's not waste the little time that's left.
Of we nemen hem gewoon mee met vallen en al.
What's going on?
Gaan we
with the
hem,
wand?
weet ik veel.
What about the wand?
There were two brothers, powerful sorcerers. They amassed much wealth and power with the help of dark knowledge.
Dark knowledge.
They searched and found this temple. One of them went insane and left town. The other was killed by my grandfather.
Remi!
Shortly before the brother's death, he transferred all of his power to a wand. That power would only be unleashed if a blood descendant held the wand in their hands.
Dus?
And one of the creators still guards his machine as a ghost.
No. My grandfather must have encountered the sorcerer by coincidence. He realized what the sorcerer's plan was.
Zijn opa is zo'n slimme man.
He gave his
Wat een plot, joh.
life and never left the temple again.
Zijn opa is dat spook.
He guards the wand. Didn't want it to find its way into the hands of the descendant of the sorcerer. This place is evil, Wilbur. It changes people. The wall between our world and the dungeon dimension is particularly thin here. The influence of the Nameless One is strong. I think my grandfather has forgotten who he was. He only exists to protect the wand.
Okay.
You found the wand and gave it to me, but I don't understand.
Wilbur, in everyday life, the sorcerers were merchants. Their surname was Van Buren. Sybil married Montgomery Van Buren, the sorcerer's youngest son. Her daughter, Chantal, has a Van Buren blood flowing through her veins.
The first time the wand acted strangely was in the classroom. It must have sensed Chantal.
And when Chantal got her hands on it, she received all her grandfather's secret powers, but not his knowledge.
How can we destroy the wand?
It's explained in the second brother's book of spells. He spent his final years mentally deranged in the dark woods.
And the one brother came up with a way to break the other's power if it ever became necessary.
Yes. You must find the book and destroy the wand.
We moeten een boek zoeken in het donkere woud.
Go now, my friend.
Remi!
The resistance needs a leader. And I know of no greater fighter for good than you.
We krijgen de hoed.
Ja.
Give this to Timmy.
Nee, Timmy's.
Look after him.
Remi.
Wat dramatisch hier. Dit.
Ja.
Groei ze door.
Ja.
Die ghost maar spacen.
Ik denk dat we hier nog wel terugkomen misschien.
Arme muis. Ik denk het ook. Misschien gaan we hem nog nodig hebben.
What happened? Where's Uncle Remi?
I'm so sorry.
No, but you said you'd bring him back.
I tried.
Arme jongen.
Ja. Nou, we zijn wel boven.
Hey. We hebben een soort van zieligheidsbijeenkomst.
All set to go? They're waiting down by the gate.
All right. And Timmy?
Esther and Nate are taking care of him.
Okay. You really are quite sure?
Yes. Remi said the key to the wand's destruction lies in the dark woods.
Ja.
And his death shall not be in vain.
Nee, we gaan hem wraken.
It shan't be. I just don't know if we should split up.
We gaan hem
We're a
wreken.
good team together.
Sowieso.
Wraken doe je in de rechtbank.
Nou, zei ik dat?
Ja, we gaan hem wraken.
Ik wilde zeggen, we gaan wraak nemen.
It wasn't your fault and you know it.
I don't know it. If I hadn't wallowed in self-pity, if I'd have gone down right at the start, everything would have been different.
And if he hadn't given you the magic wand, it would have too. Or if
Yeah.
Van Buren's daughter hadn't got her hands on the magic wand in the staff room. If. All that we can do is keep Remi's memory alive and that we honor him and do what he would have done.
Precies.
Would he have stood here and reproached himself? So, what's the plan, Chief?
Like, in your condition.
You look after the Archmage, I'll search for the book. Van Buren can't chase us both.
You're right. She'll be beside herself when she notices that the Archmage is gone.
Any idea how to bring him back?
Not the slightest, but I know how to find out.
How?
An oracle told me. I'll have to help a friend and will not know what to do. I must then find a flying pirate island, and on it, a building without corners.
Then that's your path. Come on, Gulliver. Let's go see what Timmy's up to.
Yep. Good luck. Look after yourself.
And we should put as much distance between us and Seastone before the old witch...
En de Flying Pirate Island, dat is waar Nate was met Critter. Waar hij naartoe moet. Waar zij naartoe moet.
Cheap, here you are at last.
Hey, Cheap.
We're looking for a flying island. Try to keep up this time.
Ja, en we hebben onze vliegbig. Lekker hoor. Is het goed woord, toch?
Ja. Cheap facepalm zonder handen. Hij leeft.
Hey, hij leeft.
It's quite fascinating how you can get other people to work for you if you know the right buttons to press. Your services are no longer needed.
You're going to bring the nameless one back to this world!
Nonsense. Only an idiot or a lunatic would try something like that.
Remi is een tovenaar.
And I am...
Remi is Munkus.
Natuurlijk. Zal ook niet anders. Dat hadden we mogelijk kunnen raden.
Maar waar is Remi dan?
Dat is een goede vraag.
Kijk, dit is het schip van Nate.
It was a long flight, and it looks like I'm getting heavier and heavier to boot.
Nou, inderdaad.
Have a rest, but stay close by. The oracle said that it was to be found in a building without corners on a flying island. And Tugatour's the only flying island that I know.
Ja.
Let's hope we find a few answers here.
Ik denk dat het wel goed komt. Ik denk ook dat we hier gaan checkpointen.
Dat denk ik ook.
We hebben Remi gered en dan gaan we in het volgende deel, gaan we denk ik Critter en Nate ontmoeten, want die zijn op dit eiland.
Dat mag ik hopen.
Dus we gaan het weer zien. De volgende keer.
Ja. Joejoe.